What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Got a couple of announcements tonight. I'd like to tell you guys, I said tonight. I'd like to tell you guys, thank you for your support on the channel. Sinister Intent. If you guys haven't checked it out, please show your support. Go over there and subscribe. Last night, we hit 5,000 subscribers in a month. That's an awesome feeling. I appreciate everybody that's showed support. And you can expect the next video to come out in that series tomorrow. I'd like to wish everybody happy Friday. This is my second announcement. And you know what that means. The Friday night story time with Stock Market Steve takes off tonight at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. I implore you all to be there. We got a little bit of strayed off the path going between here and Memphis to cover the Tyree Nichols trial. But tonight we're going to get back to the essence of what the live stream was about. A lot of laughing, a lot of acting a fool, and a lot of, just coming together and just talking about a lot of things. We got the John Watts stories tonight. Y'all been asking for the John Watts stories. I ain't had no time to really sit back and think. Past few days I've been thinking. I got some funny stories. I forgot to tell you about my granddad, John Watts. Shout out John Watts. And we're going to talk about him tonight. We're going to have us a good time as usual, man. If you've never been to a live stream, I implore you, this is the one you need to be in. So it'll be tonight at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. And I look forward to seeing the normal cast of characters and those that know that they know. And if you don't, you're bullshitting. So be there. But on a serious note, I've been talking about this story that happened last year about this man right here, Reggie Brown. I did a story earlier about this week, earlier this week about what happened to this man when he was beaten to death by 5 teenage girls. In fact, they weren't even all teenagers, guys. One of the girls was 12 years old. They kicked this man, stripped him of his, dignity in crazy ways, which we'll get into, and didn't know him. And they just took advantage of a situation because they claimed they were bored. Well, more information has come out about an Aaron trial right now. One of the detectives talked about how he caught them and what he found on their phones and tablets. I want you guys to look at this. These are young people, and they had this in their mind to do this to a man they didn't know, old enough to be their grandfather, and also this is their idea of fun. Take a look.
6:02 is the time right now. Today marks 1 year since a brutal beating in Northwest D.C. left a man dead. Reggie Brown was killed after he was kicked repeatedly in an alley on Georgia Avenue on October 17th, 2023. Annie's been following the trial that's underway in this case and joins us now. And Annie, we've already had some disturbing testimony coming out of this.
Yeah, we did. We're learning more about it in the courtroom. One of the 5 young girls police say were involved in Reggie Brown's death testified earlier this week that they attacked the 64-year-old man because they were, quote, bored. All 5 of the girls were only 12 to 15 years old at the time, and the oldest girl was sentenced last week to 3 years in prison for assault with a dangerous weapon. Now, after giving that testimony just 2 days ago, she is expected to take the stand again today for cross-examination by the defense. Attorneys for the youngest defendant in Brown's death, who was 12 years old at the time, and the sister of the 15-year-old have argued that she has been misidentified by other members of the group. While 2 of the girls are on trial this week, the remaining 2 will have their trial next month. Under D.C. law, if convicted, these girls could face a maximum sentence of imprisonment until they turn 21 years old. In D.C., there are no juries for juvenile trials, and the verdict will be decided by a D.C. Superior Court judge. And Wisdom and Allison will, of course, accrue inside that courtroom, but we are starting to learn more about why this happened, what happened, and peeling back the layers here.
Just trying to make some sense.
Trying to make some sense of this violent crime. Yeah.
Good evening. The testimony today came from Detective Harry Singleton, who described how he pieced together the case against the 5 girls who have all been charged in the death of Reggie Brown. And today, here on the 1-year anniversary of Reggie Brown's murder, the judge in the case was shown an interview with one of the girls who was charged, as well as a number of Instagram messages the prosecutor says implicates the girls in the murder of Reggie Brown. Detective Singleton, seen here leaving the courthouse, took the stand today and told the court he was given the phone and tablet of one of the girls charged in the case and began piecing together what turned out to be hundreds of pages of messages. For example, just 4 hours before the beating of Reggie Brown, one of the messages read, "We should go on a four-man," apparently a reference to the girls looking for a fight. The next message said, "I got 2 girls with me and I'm at Silver Spring." Detective Singleton was then shown a message from one of the girls that referenced an article about the beating, which said, "Man found dead in alley from head trauma, 4 suspects sought." Detective Singleton says one of the girls then wrote, "We is going to get locked up and we on the news." Another message read, "We on the news? Yes. Again? Yes. Lord." These messages, according to Detective Singleton, were exchanged between the girls 2 days after the murder, with one text saying, "OMG, it wasn't even 4 of us, it was 6. Tell, name redacted, to delete the video on her phone. And if the police find us, we have to tell them the man was weird and kept touching us." Testimony on Tuesday from one of the girls who has pleaded guilty in the case revealed the girls went looking for someone to beat up that night because they were bored. So far, 2 girls have pleaded guilty in the case. Testimony for the 2 girls now on trial here in Superior Court will continue next week. At D.C. Superior Court, Paul Wagner, News 4.
Guys, that's the story. The trial's still going on. This man, Reggie Brown, 64-year-old, survivor of a lot of things, a disabled man that was already getting beat in the street by somebody else when these kids came across him and chased him in the alley and basically kicked his head in. He died from blunt force trauma to the head. 5 teenage girls, right? Now they said it was 4, but it don't even matter. You took advantage of somebody that was just trying to live their life. This whole thing is recreational murder, and that's what makes it disgusting to me. You killed somebody for to have fun. I want you to think about that for a second. There are a lot of psychotic people out here, and I think a lot of what people see and hear is what's making them psychotic at a young age. It's like nothing for a kid to challenge a grown-up. Then when you do something to him, you the bad guy? What are we doing here? This guy's gone. Family got to sit in there and listen to sickening details about how bad they did this man. Beat his head in, kicked his head in, chased him at 64 years old. He running for his life from little girls who were bloodthirsty. What you think about that? They pulled his pants down. Why y'all do that? Took his shoes off. Why would you attack his dignity like that? For that man to be found in the alley with his pants down and his head smashed in. What about his family? They don't count. You won't think about that. You don't think about your family neither. Because a lot of times the family structure is shattered with people that do this. One of the girls was 12 years old. Are you fucking kidding me? I feel nothing for him. And if it was up to me, once they was found guilty, or once you knew it was them, they wouldn't have had no trial. I just took them outside and disposed of them like the trash that they are. Because they treated him like trash. 64 years old on the planet. He's been on the planet 64 years. And the ending sentence in the book of life is humiliated, murdered for nothing. There are human beings out here that hunt human beings. That need to stop. Prey on people. They're innocent. This man was getting beat up. Y'all should have walked the other way. But you went right to the drama. Right to it. Did you see the dumbass text message? How they get busted? Once again, Instagram, aka the Monkey Shit Manifesto, where a bunch of people go and air their dirty laundry and put their business out there, knowing the internet is being watched, all for attention. They watching the news. Told you, these criminals be watching the news. They watching the news and talking about it. They said it was 6 of us. It was only 4. Like they getting mad at the news or something. They got it wrong. Are you silly or what? What's up with the crazy slave talk? Talking like they from the 1800s. We is gonna go to jail. We done did something bad. Like, come on, man. Come on. Why are you spelling Lord with a T? Lord. Lord. World is ass backwards. It's a lot of people out here that are stupid as hell. And that's your example of it. This man mattered. Just like everybody else. Just like the people that did this. They mattered. And he took his life for nothing. Nothing, y'all. This is a thing where we're seeing like the unraising of human beings. It's like they're doing stuff that normal human beings don't do. Who fights on a person that's not fighting them back? How do you get validation for that? You beat up a grandfather, most likely. Don't understand it. What else they had in that them text messages? A bunch of stupid stuff. They got all of the stuff, got them dead to rights, all because they put their business out on the thing. We on the news again? Lord. Stupid shit. I'm telling you, people are killing like it's nothing. But when it's their turn, they fall on the ground, fall out, do all kind of stupid stuff because they don't want the fate that they willingly put on somebody else that didn't deserve it. What did they say? And I want you to hear this. What did they say? You'll use the system out here for your benefit in case you get caught. They trying to get us. Say he was acting weird and touching us. You'll bear false witness against a man you killed for sport. You ran this man down like y'all was rabid wolves and he was a caribou that ran out of energy, ran out of breath. And then you took the last remaining breath of life in him and took it out of him. For that, death be the penalty. Don't matter who you are. That's messed up. And I can't imagine having a family member done like that and then being able to sit in court so close I can touch the people that did it. This is crazy. This is crazy. And it's upsetting. May this man, Reggie Brown, rest in peace. Finally. It's been over a year since he died. No matter what they do to these pieces of shit, it doesn't amount to a lick of real justice that he deserves and the family deserves. And that's all I'm going to say. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.